Hello, everybody. This is our project Life Choices in Motion. I'm CJ.
I'm Hunter.
And I'm Abraham.
Our goal was to examine how different lifestyle factors such as diet, alcohol use, and sleep are associated with major health outcomes. We used an NHANES dataset and several tools such as RStudio, Tableau, Google Sites, and Canvas Studio to run different statistical methods and just visualize our data in intriguing ways. As we tab over to the data portion of our website, we can see that our dataset was a representative sample of the United States population. Originally, we had 72 separate datasets, but once we cleaned and processed through the data, we ended up with 8,860 participants with 55 different variables to look at.
These are the visualizations that we created on our webpage. Here we have a pie chart of the most chronic medical conditions. Here we have a box plot representing higher inflammation levels, which are linked to more frequent depressive symptoms. Here we have higher triglycerides are linked to lower HDL and higher LDL levels. Here we have higher insulin levels are linked to higher triglyceride levels. This scatter plot shows that higher total fat intake is linked to higher cholesterol, with fiber showing a moderating pattern. Here we have lower fiber intake is associated with higher glycohemoglobin levels. And here we have higher fiber intake shows a slight association with lower fasting glucose. These last two charts are not necessarily meaningful in our dataset. Nevertheless, we still included them in our webpage. We see that sleep duration does not meaningfully predict testosterone or estradiol levels, and alcohol intake does not meaningfully predict triglyceride levels.
We also thought it'd be a good idea to include a medical terminology section in our webpage, as a lot of users may not be familiar with a lot of the medical terms used in our past slide visualizations. The first bullet point just gives a definition as to what each medical biomarker is, and then the second bullet point explains why it is important and critical when it comes to evaluating overall health. Moving on to insights, this is just a general summary of what we learned with our project and why everything we did was important. Overall, our message is simple, that our health is shaped by the choices we make every day, and even small shifts can lead to meaningful improvements. Finally, here's our contact page. It just gives a little bit of information about us. We are all students in SDSU's Big Data Analytics program, and we all really value and focus on our health, nutrition, exercise, and understanding how data can help optimize our long-term well-being. This is our Meet the Team, along with our roles and student email addresses as well. Thank you guys for watching.